because you're used to eating so much, you gotta feel full. But these are ways you can curb your appetite so that you don't indulge in the unhealthy shit. So once you binge on fruit and nuts throughout the day, even tea. People don't realize tea and water curves your diet, like on some real shit.
Oh, I
So
love
once
me
you,
some tea.
it's all about curving that hunger feeling before you get your dinner meal. You understand? So find foods that you like that's healthy to curve that feeling. So when you actually sit down and eat, depending on your body type, depending on what you want to eat, when you sit down for your meal, you can pretty much eat whatever the fuck it is that you want. Just don't overindulge. Not anything you want, but I'm just saying you could pretty much put anything together and feel full eating your meal. After that is the hardest part, because I don't know, for some reason, after you eat your dinner meal, I don't know why we get these late night cravings and shit like that, right? That's another way to binge on fruit and healthy snacks. Vegetables. Finding maybe like get some carrots or some celery, eat some hummus. Find different healthy snacks that you can eat to curb this hunger feeling. You know what I'm saying? So that you can be healthy. This is what I personally do. This is what
I
I
have,
personally do.
I have a question.
Hmm.
Do you find it, and I mean, I don't know what your living situation is like, but I find it harder or more difficult to, once I, because like what happened to me was similar to you. I started implementing fish into my diet, and then I just lost my dang on mind, honey. I just started losing it. Like I was doing so well, I wasn't eating any meat products. I was doing well, but I was becoming so weak and drained. At first, I felt good and strong, and then I started feeling drained. So I did start implementing meat, but like fish into my diet. And then I just lost my mind. But I find that it's more difficult for me to get back on my journey when it's people who eat meat or food in my presence. Like what I usually do is avoid people. So I would seclude myself away from any type of human contact, men, friends, whatever. I would not be going out, like none of that, because I'm not strong. So I don't know how to, because my mom stays with me now. So I just want to tell her, like, can you stop eating meat, please? Thank you. So
One
I
thing
have
I
I
to.
think
do.
that I think that this brings me back. Will you finish?
Oh no, I'm finished. I want to know something.
This brings me back to my point of the topic at hand, of um of your mind, having control over your mind. Some people would like to put out there, you only can be succumb yourself to the environment that's around you. I disagree. But before I go on with what I want to say, I do want to add somebody else very important that's in the, well, she's not in the queue no more, but she can come up. No, Natiri can come up in the queue. I was just paying attention to what this young lady was asking me so I can be able to converse with her. But if Natiri wants to come up, I appreciate it if anybody in boxes 1 through 5 can drop down. If anybody can drop down so I can let Natiri come up in the thing, that'll be lit. I don't see her. I don't see her.
Oh,
All
I was
right.
gonna say I'll drop.
So
Okay.
Natiri, you can come in the queue. I'll have box number 5 open for you.
Oh, I didn't
So
even know I was out here. I was watching you the whole time, cooking and everything, and then I did not know that I even pressed the button. I was just watching you chilling. But yeah,
so
I love you. I watch you all the time. Even like before you like, might as well just say it since I'm on here, right? I've been watching you like all the time, like even before, like when you was with Nature Boy before, and it's like I was going through like relationship issues too. So by watching you, I feel like I don't know, like I know you don't know me or whatever, but I feel like we are kind of like similar because I'm a Cancer, and Cancers are like when it comes to relationships, like it's like I take my head off to you, and it's like I couldn't do it either, but it's like at the same time, I really believe that it's multiple women. Men can handle multiple women, like I believe that, but I'm just not that woman that can. deal with that or whatever like that. So I guess it just, and I was going through, yeah, I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, and there's a lot of women that's okay with something like that. And I'm,
Um,
is it insecure? Is it insecurity? Because
I would
it's
like
women don't even be insecure. It's just
before
weird.
before we get into the topic, I do want to close out what I was saying to box number one, I believe. That was talking about that.
Mhm.
Um, but I just want to say this before I let number three take over.
Mhm.
Um, I there's a controversial thing around people saying or believing that you can only become the environment that you surround yourself with. I disagree. I feel like we are so powerful. Each
Yeah.
and every one of us have such of a great power that you can actually influence your reality to become you. You just
Yeah.
have to be strong enough. You just have to be strong enough and dedicated enough in your mind to only seeing or manifesting what it is that you want in your reality. See, we are put into unjust situations just so that we can figure it out, so that we can bring justice to it. So
Yeah.
if you're in a situation in your life and you feel like there's motherfuckers around you that ain't on your fruits and that's not doing what you want them to do
Yep.
that more for yourself. Do that more for yourself. And
so
don't try
wait,
to
wait,
do it
wait,
for
wait.
them. Don't try to do it because you making a statement toward them, but be like, you know what? I see this person trying me with their energy. It's probably not even them. It's just something
Yeah.
that's coming to me, and I'm just gonna
And
take
then,
control over what I want and what I
yeah.
Okay, so wait, this is my question. So my mom comes to my house
mm-hmm.
and for my dog. My dog gets like really bad anxiety. So she comes to my house to help, to help me out with my dog or whatever, because I work a lot. And my thing is like this is my struggle. I don't want to eat meat. I don't like the way I feel. I like my face is swollen right now as we speak. Like if you look at through some of my pictures, my face is slimmer. I don't like that. I like when I'm clean. I like when I'm not thinking about animalistic shit. Like
Yep.
that's just how I am. So I don't know if I want to kick my mom out because she's animalistic, or do I have to
No.
just fight my?
No.
No, I'm dead
I think
serious.
I think it's just a conscious decision to know what you want and what you don't want, and then go after that. Even if you have to, you know, handle your mom with a long handle spoon. Sometimes that's needed. You know what I'm saying? So that you can acquire the discipline that you need in your life. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody loves you, if anybody respects you and cares about you, they're gonna respect your mind. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But at the end of the day, I mean, shit, we getting tested left and right. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just have to have control over it ourselves. Like, it's literally this. You either know what you like, you either know what you want, or you don't. And you
Yeah.
get put through trials and tribulations to test to see if you actually want it or you don't. And you
Yeah.
choose. You choose. You
That's
see what
true.
I'm saying? And that's just it. That's just the
Do
bottom
what
line.
makes you
Like,
happy.
people could come in our lives and do whatever the fuck that they want. But does
Yeah.
that mean that we have to succumb ourselves to whatever that they doing? Or
Yeah.
feel some type of way about what they're doing? That has nothing to do with us. That's just actually showing us what we don't want.
But
So
Yeah.
let me move around. Let me move around right quick, and I'm gonna continue to give myself the best. You know what I'm saying? And that's just
Yeah.
it. That's just it. You have to come to terms with that for yourself. It's like I literally don't want to eat meat, so I'm not. Even if a motherfucker come in my face eating it, I don't care. You could eat a
I
Yeah.
whole
You got
god.
to be
You
strong.
could eat
Yep.
a whole goddamn seafood platter in front of me.
see,
I'm not gonna have no temptation. You wanna know why? Cause I don't like eating that shit. I don't want to eat that shit. You can eat that
see
shit
that's
Right.
on
It's
my.
too.
discipline. It's
Yeah.
I
definitely
can be
discipline.
once I get back on my track. I have no problem being around people who eat meat. We can go to restaurants. I don't want the shit in my space. I don't want it in the
Why? Can
refrigerator.
I ask
I
you
don't
a
want.
question?
That's true.
Why don't you feel? Do you feel like what? Do you feel too weak to be around me? Because it's like I know how you feel because I'm going through a similar
Who is
like
that
when I was
talking?
number
Not
three.
Nene.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm going to a similar thing because I'm like slowly stopped eating meat like ever since I was a kid. Like I had bad experience, like someone fed me uncooked meat, so I end up having worms. And then I was in a relationship, like I have interracial relationships, but I left him and I go with another white boy. And before that one, He broke into my crib, broke my refrigerator, and because he knew my experience. So what he did was, I went grocery shopping and everything, and what he did was broke the refrigerator, so it was a whole bunch of like maggots. Like I had like beef, steak, chicken, all that, and I like just went grocery. I didn't even cook nothing. I just went grocery shopping when I came home from like vacation because it was my birthday. See, he knew because I was gone for my birthday, and he broke up in my crib. And when I came home, it was just, when I tell you I wanted to cry, my refrigerator was so filled. It was like maggots just busting out, dropping. I was like, they was like
Oh,
brown because
girl.
of the meat. I was like, oh my God. And I had to take
Let
that
me
out
tell
by
you something.
myself.
Let me tell you something. Normally, when we go through things in life, it's not because the other person is trying to be. I just want to shed some light on shit that's going on in people's lives that we like to just constantly point the finger at. Like, for instance, my situation, I could sit here all day and be like, Nature Boy did this to me. He fucked up for doing that. He fucked up for doing this. But in actuality, the reason why I went through this shit was with Nature Boy was to experience all of that I experienced, to have the wisdom and the knowledge that I have right now.
Yeah.
Needless to say, some things that you go through in your life is there to show you
Girl, you
that you're
so
not supposed to
powerful.
be doing. You're not supposed to
Yes.
be doing what the fuck it is that you're doing. So God needs to send you somebody that's gonna shed some light on that situation.
Yes.
Baby,
Or
you
Oh
knew
my
you wasn't
God.
supposed to be eating that meat. Baby, you knew you
I
wasn't supposed
knew
to be
it.
putting that
Yes. Oh
kettle
my God, you
on.
got to make me cry
well, can I
because
give
I knew it. And,
another
and and he was so wrong, and it was just like God was just letting me know, like, to just
but
let him go. That was it right there. I'm like, I cannot do
Oh
meat. I
yeah.
haven't ate meat since then. I lost weight. Look how small I am. I was bigger. I lost like 100 pounds. Like I could show you a picture. Like I was big when I was with him, and ever since I seen that, I just stopped eating meat. And then it was like, I went through a lot because he's white and he had colored eyes, and people, my family really don't approve of that because I don't have kids yet, and they feel like if you with a white man, you killing your bloodline, you doing this and that. But I had a lot of experience, and you can't help who you like. Who you like. Like I don't care. I don't like just like white guys, but most of them come my way and they're kind of good. You know what I'm saying? But it's just,
can
and
I
it was just right, and I don't know. It was just like, I've been through a lot. I've been called slaves, all type of shit, and then for him to
before
do some
you
shit like that when I'm
before you go
done.
off the deep end for a second, I just want to say something. Because I seen a comment and I want to clarify something that was said. I don't want to kick my mom has her own house. I don't want to kick my mother out because of me. I want her to stay in her space so I
I
can cleanse
understand.
You have
so
to
I can
you,
cleanse.
you have to articulate that to your mother.
Yeah.
And
No, someone in the comments said she gonna kick her mother out over me, and my
No.
response is I wanted to clarify to that person I'm not kicking her out over me. I want her to stay in her space so I can cleanse myself and
To be
cleanse my body
stronger.
back. So I can get back to the strength level I was. I'm back eating steak. Okay, I'm dang near went to pork. Like I don't want to be in that space. I've been doing very well. I wasn't eating any meat. I tried to do a fast at the beginning of March. And when I tried to do my fast, I broke my fast. I've never broken a fast before. So it's difficult when you go back to eating meat, chicken, fish, any of that for me. It kind of it took me off course, and I don't like being off course. I don't like my life being disrupted.
I got
So
a question for you.
of course.
Did you express that to your mom?
Um, I lightly expressed it, but I don't think my mom is the type of person where she's toxic. So what she would do is she'd be like, "Oh, well, I need some food." Like she just all she talks about is food, and I'd be looking at her and I'm like, "Are you always hungry? Why are you always
I
so
don't mean to laugh,
hungry?"
but girl,
No, you
I
don't
know how you feel.
understand.
My
She be
mom the same
dancing.
way. Like,
No,
look, I
no,
take.
she
I
dances
understand.
and
My
gets
mom.
excited, and I'm like, oh, this is so sick. And to respond, she didn't. Hold on, let me explain something to you. She did not make me eat meat. I ate it on my own. But to the person who keeps saying this, whatever they're saying, it's like this. I'm just disciplining myself, and a part of me
And then,
needing discipline. I'm saying
and
simply, Ma, hey, listen, you eat meat, keep all your meat at your house, and I'm gonna live in my house and live a good, clean life. And we can meet up somewhere like dinner, and I can have my salad, and you can eat your steak. I'm just putting boundaries out there. Thank you
yeah,
for helping with that. You kind of
You
helped
de-
me clear my mind.
You definitely have to set boundaries for yourself. And I just want to put it out there as an experience that I had similar to yours. I've had that experience before, and what I had to do was separate myself a bit from that situation because people will try to coerce things onto you, like, or try to, implement what they think that you should do in your life. The easiest way to deal with that is just kind of separate yourself from that, set clear boundaries, obviously, and just, continue to go after for what you want. And
Yeah.
a lot of us like to refrain from expressing ourselves and of what we like and what we don't like, but it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So you
Yep.
could definitely have a conversation with somebody about what you like and what you don't like, but if that person gets mad at you and they have some type of toxic response to what it is that how you feel, that's a clear indication that that person might not be healthy for you.
Or eating right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because we experience this through people who is close to us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We have to make hard decisions to like deal with people with long handled spoons just off of little shit, like little stuff. Like why you just can't respect my space? Why you can't just respect my mind? And
I
Yeah.
mean,
I feel like that's a part of the problem with parents and that are in now in today's because of how they grew up when they were younger. They're not completely respect. That's why I appreciate my dad so much because he respects my mind. Like even though I fucked up so much, even though I done pretty practically fucked over him, he's still like, okay, I'm still here. I support you. Come to me if you need to talk to me about anything, and I respect your space. And it's a
Yep.
mutual. It's a
And that's
mutual.
how it's supposed to be.
It's like a dance with me with
Yeah.
me and him. It's not friction, it's not toxic, it's not,
Yep.
and that's the type of connections you need to have in your life. Period.
Cause he's not trying to control you. He's letting you, learn, and
Be
then cause that's
myself.
how people. Yeah,
And a
and
real father
that's
will
what
never
I
give
was
up on his child.
going at because it's like people not approving, and it's like not even my family, it's my friends and everything. It's like I had to let everybody go because it's like now that I'm older, like I always, it's like now that I'm older, and it's like people watching everything I do, like. Oh, you gonna have this and that. That's why I don't have kids yet because I don't want my kid to go through like, oh yeah, your mom, yeah, you know what I'm saying, and it sucks, and it's just like, damn, I don't know, I'm in a fucked up
What's
situation,
up,
and
Nateri?
See how it
Nateri,
was with my friends.
What's good? Go ahead, go ahead.
See, with my friends, I had to cut them off because, like, I left to go to college for a little while. When I came back, I wasn't the same person I was when I left. I was 3 years older. I knew stuff differently. I had different experiences. My life changed completely. And so, going back to being their friends, they didn't understand, my thought process. We couldn't relate on a normal friendship level anymore. And it wasn't even on like they felt like I was trying to act like I was better than them, and that was never the concept. That was never the concept, and so I just had to let them go because after a while, I was like, now, like I
thank
can't even feel,
you.
I don't feel like I could be myself around that person. And sometimes you just gotta let people go
I
when you
got
feel
a
like
okay,
you're
not to
uncomfortable.
I
cut
got a
y'all off in the
question. Yeah,
comments,
I got a question. That's a
they
fact.
saying that I was on Nature Boy's live yesterday. I did get on Shaky and Nature's Boy live because Shaky, I guess on Shaky's live, and he doesn't know anything about Nature Boy. So I was telling him about Nature Boy, and I did get on Nature Boy live, and I threw like, I don't have no problem with him, so why would I hate someone? I don't have no problem. So what I said was, oh, it's nice because you know where they live at in Mexico or something, whatever. I said it's nice. I will visit, but I won't stay. Basically saying I won't be in his coat or whatever. So what the fuck does me? I mean, what does that?
I have a
I will
problem with him.
visit because
Wait,
but I
I
will
have a
not stay.
problem.
I'm
I
wait.
not
have
with
a
that.
problem with him. I have a problem with him. I have a major problem with him because
You
that's
can
the
do
focus
that
of
because
our
you have a
conversation.
kid by
That's the
him.
part. No, 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 no,
You
no, no,
can.
no. It's beyond having a kid by him. It's the focus on humanity. He's deterring so like he's trying to teach these five sciences, say that he's the Messiah, denounce God itself, and try to teach humanity a righteous way to live. Nigga, you
Yeah.
don't have no credentials,
And he don't
no
listen.
type of
And
no
he
type
said
of
he was a
power,
narcissist. He
no
told me he was a
power to teach
narcissist.
anybody how to do anything. So I have a problem with him. I don't know about you. I don't know if you know about spirituality, and I don't know if you know about divine knowledge yourself, but that ain't something you play with. And that's not somebody you support. Because I gave this
Mhm.
nigga 3 years of my life. 3,
Yeah.
denouncing the relationship that I had with the Supreme Most High for off of the strength of this nigga. And all he had to do was turn around and spit in my face. And spit in your face. And he don't know you. He don't have to have a relationship to know you, to spit in your face and to denounce you and to call you a demon. He don't have to know you. Because he naturally feels like he has this God complex. And this is somebody in our reality, in our spiritual community, that's trying. What we doing on my panel is what he
Hmm.
portrays himself to be doing on his
So
panel.
why
He's
are the
not living
women?
no knowledge. He's not living no knowledge. He's not living nothing righteous. He's manipulating and abusing all of those
But
people
he,
over there.
Look,
He
But
basically
why
has
are the
sex
he kind of
demons.
women?
hold on.
He
But he
basically
kind of
he
number
basically
three.
he basically has sex demons. So he's trying to create children from these sex demons to make
Oh,
these children together. I have a problem with this nigga. Yes. And anybody on my panel who don't have a problem with this nigga, I urge you to go pray and to go seek God and to go seek the knowledge that you need to evolve your soul, your
but why
consciousness.
are the
Because
women like why?
that's a nigga who, just
Wait,
like everybody else in our conscious community, that's taking information and knowledge, taking it, twisting it, abusing it, and manipulating people to believe that they should be living some way. And these people are calling blasphemy upon the supreme high. This is not something you play with. This is not something you just don't have a problem with. Now I'm gonna put this out there, and I'm gonna give you the mic, Nene. Some people it's not their due. It's not a calling for them to have a problem with false spiritual prophets out there. But I know it's my duty. It's my duty to feel some type of way because obviously,
I
in my
could
past
respect
life,
that.
I did some type of spiritual work, and I am obligated to bring awareness to the situation because that ain't
That's a
right.
fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Shit ain't right.
I understand where you coming from, but to let you know where I come from, like nobody's perfect, and everybody hurts, and hurting people hurt people. So like I said yesterday, and I could say it again today. I don't judge people. Like I'm not the type. You could
can I
like
say
it's your
something to you?
I
Number
was
three.
I just wasn't that person to just
Mm-mm,
Number
like
mm-mm.
I
three.
have
Number
my
three.
opinion,
Number three.
but
Number
I'm
three.
not
Number
gonna
three.
judge
Talking
no
to the
one because
Can I
panel
I'm not the
please?
higher
would
power.
be very
Can I please
different.
say something to you? Number three, real quick, before anybody else say something.
Sure.
You kind of got some similarities to him because you kind of ignore what other people are doing or saying. You're not really aware of the surroundings that's going on. When we were having a conversation, you came up, and I don't know where it came from, but you just started talking. And I
Hmm.
came on Nature Boy panel before, and he was talking, and everybody around him was just agreeing and amening. And I didn't amen him, and he had a big problem. But what I said was true. You're waking up people allegedly, but what are you waking them up to? And he was like, "Well, I," and he just started talking. I was like, "Oh, fuck this," and I just
So
got
I'm
off the panel.
similar because I got
So
on the
no,
panel
no,
and was
you're
talking.
similar because you're not paying attention to what's going on. You're just
So I'm
talking.
similar to Nature Boy because I'm not paying attention.
I feel like you're
You,
similar. I
you,
feel like you're similar to all of the people out there who fall victim to what this nigga say and the lifestyle that he's trying to portray to people to live because they're not looking at his actions. They're not judging him, as you said. You always have to have some level of discernment. I'm not saying
discernment.
judge this nigga to the deep end of the motherfucking galaxy. I'm saying have a little bit of discernment. If you on my panel and you was just on his panel, you have to know some connection of, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a
Yeah, I know it's a connection,
I'ma just go ahead.
but it's like
I'ma just go ahead and let this go because on my panel, this is what I do. I bring awareness to niggas like this man. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if anybody on my panel or in my chat is like, oh well, I'm not gonna judge him. You are neglecting your own spiritual journey. You are neglecting the truth that's in front of your face, and you are not opening your eyes to what's in front of you. That don't have shit to do with me. I'm just not gonna put myself in the mix no more because I've given my energy just like this lady. I wasn't judging him. I wasn't taking into consideration what this nigga was doing, and I gave my energy to him, and he took it all away. She want to be on his panel, go be on his panel, baby. If you want to watch him and apply his knowledge to your life, you will see the works of his knowledge. That don't got nothing to do with me. I just know that I got a problem with this nigga. And if anybody on my panel and in my comments know me, they know that I got a problem with this nigga. Period.
And you act
Everybody on
crazy.
my panel and in my comments know this nigga. They know, they see the truth. Ain't nobody getting on my panel talking about something, oh, I'm not judging NatureBoy, when they obviously watch me go through everything with him. How could you not judge a character like that? This nigga showed us who he is. It's not even a matter of us judging him. It's a matter of us coming to terms with what this nigga has already shown us, baby.
Mm-hmm.
He
Right.
told this nigga showed us who he is. You don't gotta judge him. He already judged. He just himself.
Right. I would say that the similarity would be that she's neglecting. That's the exact word that you said, neglecting the truth. You know what I'm saying? She just wants to put a blind eye to what actually is going on. And just because of the knowledge and all this other stuff. Nah, like that's not it. That's definitely
Not
not it. So she can bounce with all that. Like
Exactly.
not
And
only is she
You
once
have to
this is
have
a
neglecting,
past
discernment.
behavior,
You
why
have
would
to have
she
she is
still
discernment.
not
want to
here.
say
Period.
she has no
But before
problem?
we finish, I would like for somebody to give somebody else a turn in the panel. Boxes 1 through
Good.
4. Okay, somebody dropped out. I'm gonna put somebody else. Um,
I was finna say good night too. I'm gonna drop down, but
I appreciate you.
I might be back. Who knows?
I appreciate you. I appreciate that, Pretty Black. When okay, so I'm gonna let one more person up in the room. But yeah, we need to have discernment. This ain't no free walking up. This ain't no free walking apart. Not come across shit that could potentially hurt you. No, baby, you gotta have your eyes open. You gotta have discernment out here in these streets. Cause these niggas coming relentlessly.
Vale, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drop as well so you can have somebody else new. But I do want to say, because it is my first time on here, my first time speaking with you, that I have watched you for the past 3 years, and everything you went through, you're strong as hell. Look, if I would be able to say, I wouldn't be able to do it. So you are strong, and I have watched you, and I am proud of you for what you become. And you have a beautiful little girl. She's very, very beautiful, very
I
smart.
appreciate you.
So yeah, that's all I have to say.
I appreciate you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna follow you, Diamond. All right. If anybody else wanted to get up in the queue, you can. But yeah, we not about to walk around here with the wool pulled over our eyes. Anybody that come to my panel gonna figure out some shit that they need to know. No, we not about to do that on my panel. Absolutely not. We not gonna be just no blind just walking in the park. No, baby. No. We need to see the motherfucking hole that we about to step in. It's about exposing the true divine knowledge itself so that we can apply it to our lives. That's what it's about. I was only used as a catalyst to be put through this shit, to be blasted on social media so that y'all can see. Because before me, no woman was really getting blasted on social media the way that I was. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of shit that happened to me online. You know what I'm saying? That everybody's seeing, which was beyond me at that point. It was beyond me, because what people seen was my spiritual journey. Now, just off of the strength alone of my journey, y'all watching me through my journey, y'all questioning y'all spiritual journey. That's where we need to be. We need to be in spiritually evolving. We're putting our energy into too many activities in this society, in this world, that is not benefiting us spiritually. And NatureBoy is one of the main people who is causing people to stumble, fall, fail, whatever it is you like to call it, off of their spiritual journey. Are we coming in clear?
Yeah.
It's a bit fuzzy.
Are we coming in clear?
Yeah, you sound pretty clear to me.
Are we coming in clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are we back? Are we back?
Yeah.
Can you see? I mean, you're glitching. Your camera's glitching on my side.
Are we back?
Yeah.
No, you have a delay.
Yeah, you have a
Is
delay.
is it still delaying?
Uh, not as much anymore.
Hopefully we come back cool. But yeah, That's my personal thoughts about that.
Women got to start using discernment. Stop going wanting to be on everybody.
Can everybody mute their mics if they're not talking because I can't hear Sunflower and a Rifle.
People gotta like. I saw somebody in the comments say you gotta learn to read the room. You do. You have to read the room of where you are. If you know that you should do research on people before you just hop on their stuff. You need to learn who you're interacting with. That's how you letting all these people into your ear gates and your eye gates because you just going in and just soaking up the energy of people you don't know that you have no idea about. You sitting up on and soaking up that man energy and people recognizing it because one thing about it, we recognize who be over there with the bullshit, and we not
Most
about
of
to.
most of the times I realize it's people who don't really have direction in life because I was one of those people. I didn't really like I knew where I was going, I knew where I wanted to go, but I gave my power away so that he can lead me. These are people that's looking for guidance, people who are looking for mentors, people who are looking for somebody to help them, teach them, guide them, inspire them. And it's sad that he's even doing that, but it is what it is. You know what I'm
And
saying?
people gotta stop looking for it everywhere. Like
You
that's
gotta
that's the problem. You have to before you just ingest stuff and that and put it into your spirit. Like try to tap into your third eye. Try to use that bit of discernment before you just soak in everyone's knowledge because everything is not for you. You shouldn't be drinking from everybody's cup. That's all I want to say. Y'all have a good night.
Yep. I appreciate that Sunflower and a Rifle, because that was real. Right? You know what I'm saying? I used to try to do that. I used to be looking for stuff in all the wrong places. Like didn't even know I was in the wrong place because I wasn't peeping. I wasn't trying to realize. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't focused on that. I was just focused on me and what I needed and shit like that. And came across a person and started drinking from his cup that I shouldn't have ever been drinking from. But I drank from it and I learned a lot from it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna put myself in that predicament again. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, absolutely not. Take away what? No. I appreciate everybody in the comments. I appreciate everybody on the panel. I got one person. Let me see who this is. I might have to drop this person. Does anybody have any other thoughts about?
I do.
I'm listening.
Hey, about a year ago, I lost my son. He was 10.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He was 10 years old, and I learned how to love myself after that. I learned how to, he had a heart transplant, and during the transplant, he had a brain injury. He had a brain injury during the heart transplant surgery, and I did not know how to move on. I had 5 other kids besides that.
Mm.
And I learned how to love myself, love my kids, take care of him. And when I look at you, I see love. I see love in you, Velvet. I see love. I see like a little sister. I see love and shit. Period. I see
I
love
condone.
because
I think a lot of people see. I mean, I think that if you see something in me, it dwells within your heart.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
really believe that.
yeah. And
Cause people can do some nasty
I
shit to me.
started
I be like, you see that in me?
I
In you?
started watching you in 2019. I
Wow.
started watching you and Nature Boy in 2019, and you attracted. I was like, that's my little sister right there. I got a sister the same age as you, same age, everything, everything.
Wow.
I saw it, and I was like, she gonna be okay. You gonna be okay. You know that, right?
For sure.
You know that. You're gonna be
Yes,
okay. Period.
yes.
Period. That's all.
Nateri, I love you. I love you.
I love you. I love you too. Girl, you got a good afro going on today.
You know, somebody was like, "Oh, you should cover it up." I was like, "Fuck everybody. This is me." I got up so mad today because at first I had it all pinned down and shit. I was like,
Mhm.
"This ain't me, y'all. This ain't me. This is
Mm.
me. This is me.
Mhm.
This is me. I'm a lioness. You either like it or you don't."
Rawr.
I appreciate that, Maya. Though Maya, that was deep. That was
Right,
deep
and my condolences, love.
for sure.
Thank y'all. I tell you one day at a time, I do. But when I watch you, Velvet, I see spirit in you.
Love.
No matter what people saying about you, I see a light in you.
Can y'all mute y'all mics, please? Because I can't hear everybody else on the panel.
What is going on?
Y'all mute the hell up. Fuck that.
All right, Vel, I'm gonna go ahead and drop down. All right.
I appreciate you.
All right. I'll see you later. Peace.
Later.
I'm just saying, Velvet, I see a lot in you. You going. No matter what people saying about you on different panels, it does not matter. You growing. No matter what they saying, it's at your own pace.
Yeah, it
They
is.
can't define you. They
Yeah,
shit don't define you. You know that?
I do. And a lot of people mad because they can't define me because they want to. Like they
That's
want to.
right. That's right. They can't define you. Like my family try to define. They
Oh,
cannot.
oh shit.
Can't nobody define
Oh,
you.
oh shit.
You're a queen.
She can't.
Period.
She can me up. God damn it. Look at this.
Ooh.
What's up? What's up?
Hey.
Hey girl. Hey girl. I'm gonna tell you something right now. You done heard it all. You done heard a bunch of shit from a lot of dudes and all this, that, and the third. You done heard it. And you done got a kid from the dude and all that. I got that. I got that. But my thing is this. My thing is this. This guy is, if you tell a lie long enough, you'll believe it. You know what I
The
mean?
lady is a troll, y'all. The lady is a troll.
But the thing is, it is what it is. Like, you don't have to worry about none of the stuff you done been through because, like, I done already experienced it. I'm at fault. I'm not perfect because, like, I've been married to a woman for what, 18 years, 19 years, and
Lord,
I did her dirty and all that, and I almost had a stroke.
I just choke you through the screen.
I almost had a stroke. I'm talking about when I say a stroke, I'm talking 156, 168 over the top, and like 112 on the bottom. Like I was about to goddamn like tap out. You know what I mean?
What?
So with that being said, is you cannot mess with God's children and not expect something some repercussion to come back. You can't.
Uh,
I swear to God, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. When I tell y'all I almost died, I bullshit you not. My motherfucking left foot curled up, my toes curled up. I mean, I was like, ain't this a bitch? I'm finna die just like this is.
I'm not laughing at you.
No, no, I'm telling it like a TI is. I swear to God. Look, I felt so bad. I felt so bad of what I did to my wife. I got so scared. I called her ass up. I told her. I said, Sharon, please tell the Lord. I said, tell the Lord to stop doing this shit to me right now, please, cause
I
I
cannot.
can't die like
I
this.
cannot.
You sound like the man that stand by the payphone with 4 quarters and use
Hey,
all of them bitches and she hang up on your ass.
hey, when I tell look, when I tell you, I I felt like shit. Look here, let me tell you something. I called my wife personally. I said, the Lord is trying to kill me. Tell him to leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't want to die like this here. Please, Lord. Please, Jesus. I begged him. Y'all think I'm bullshitting. Y'all can laugh all you want. I told him. I said, please, Lord. Please. Please, Lord. Please, Jesus. I didn't mean to do it. And don't you
Hold on,
know,
y'all. Give me one more. Give me one moment. They got hella mosquitoes out here, but I don't feel like going inside, so I'm gonna go get my patchouli. I'll be right back.
man, you better leave the child of God alone. Shit, you better leave alone. I swear to God, you better leave. Hey, it doesn't matter if you a man focusing on a woman or a woman focusing on a man. Hey, you better leave with God. Hey, you better leave. You better leave alone.
These
Man,
mosquitoes out here lit.
look, I wrapped up in my damn house, in my room, and I said, please, Lord, please do not. I don't want to die like this. I've been taking my blood pressure on
Holy
time
shit, I'll be right here,
every time.
bro.
Listen to me. I've been taking my blood pressure on time every time. Soon as I do this woman wrong, you mean to tell me my top and bottom numbers is on the 3 scale? Man, fuck that. I ain't finna die, cuz. I ain't finna die.
So, are you still married to that beautiful woman?
She's a beautiful woman, and I had to let her go because she would prosper more if I left than if I stayed.
That's what real men do. That's what.
True.
Even though you fucked up, son. Even though you fucked over her, real men leave the woman alone. If he knows that he can handle her, if he knows that he's not gonna be the best for her, he leaves her alone.
True.
If I love
That's
her
true.
like I say I do, which I do, I have to leave her and she has to go and do her own
Be
thing.
herself and grow and be with who she should be with. Exactly.
Yeah. But I will take
I appreciate that testimony.
but I will tell
Yeah,
you
no
that
respect, man.
but I will tell you this. Cause if you doing any woman wrong and if you know you done fucked up, make it right. Cause if you don't,
True.
good God Almighty, that shit gonna come back and hit you in your ass, and your ass gonna be frying. You hear me? I'm telling you.
Hey Ash,
Hey, honey
Man,
bunches.
shit.
I love you.
I love you.
Wait, how you say your name? Vida?
Dana,
Veda. How you doing, beautiful? What you doing?
folding clothes. I work all week. Let me get myself together before I
Um,
go.
Man, I swear to God, these
Number
women
two
is
does
something.
have a gorgeous smile. Highlight.
Oh.
Number Highlight said number two has a gorgeous smile.
Thank you.
I appreciate that
Me too.
testimony. Be more Raven.
Yeah. No, no.
I appreciate that because niggas need to know that they need to right their wrongs because niggas really be walking around here like they don't be doing nothing. Like, oh, it's not my fault. Like,
Yeah, accountability.
Yeah.
accountability. But you gotta
Brothers.
shed some light. You gotta shed some light because we
Hmm.
always be on the niggas tip. You do gotta shed some light on the women who be out here down bad too. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
True.
Because men are children of God as well, and there are anointed men out here, and women. Some women have messed over that man's heart. But guess what? You always got a woman like me to come around the corner,
Well, well,
snatch an anointed man up, put him in my pocket, and be anointed together.
Well, I will.
Nice. That's
Well,
good,
well,
sister.
well.
Really nice.
I've apologized to the anointed man that I fucked over. I've righted my wrongs. I came to terms with my karmic debts. Okay?
And it go both. It go both ways.
Though you didn't just put me. Let me see. Well, the masculine energy coming through heavy on the panel tonight. It usually just be a lot of
Of
women.
course. What's up? What's up, Empress? What's up, Velvet?
What's
What's
up?
up? This is it. Is that
Yeah,
this is Tis?
this. Yeah.
How are you?
Well, not as fine as you. I see you, you know what I mean? You're really happy tonight, and that's nice, you know what I mean? My baby mom, she be
What did you
watching you
say?
on Nature Boy for
What
a
did you
minute,
say?
and I see you look extremely happy tonight, and that's good.
I am extremely happy.
Yeah. You don't know me still. I'll be watching you. My baby mama always watching you on Nature Boy. You know what I mean? But me and her are going through some difficult
So you
times.
believe in polygamy?
No, not necessarily. In the sense, like, it got to be structured, though. But in our civilization right now, I don't think we got time, though. I think he shouldn't have left you by the side. 'Cause you was the baby mom, though. You are the baby and everything. He should have made everything work out between you and him, though. I don't know what happened, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It is what it is. He's I'm obviously supposed to be with someone else, so I'm not arguing. I'm not gonna argue God about that.
True. Yeah, God works in mysterious ways. 'Cause I'm telling you, you're gonna be a blessing to many others. I'm telling you.
I appreciate that.
I mean, just allow him to use your vessel, you know what I mean? Just, you know what I mean? 'Cause that's what it is right now, you know what I mean? You got experience, and that's what teaches wisdom, you know?
Yep.
So stay strong in your truth, you know what I mean? I love it. 'Cause, like, you don't know me, I don't know you, but I get inspired by watching you guys, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to you.